Good afternoon from Okinawa, Japan, home of Okisubies. Check out all the GDBs. This is gonna be the next best thing right here, guys. From Bugeyes, Blobeyes, from Pro Drives to Spec C models. A lot of the content and a lot of the cars we're gonna be selling is gonna be coming down this platform. Check out the introduction to the GDB. All right, guys, the GDB era is finally here. We've done a lot of GC8s. I think over here, just at Okisubies, we've done at least 50, maybe a little bit more merges, where we're taking these engines and we're putting them inside the GC8 platform. Still love them. You'll probably still see a lot of GC8 content and things like that, but we have the 25-year rule. And like we've stated in the past, most of our customers are military, so we're looking for the cars that can finally go back to the States, the 25-year rule. So if the car is 25 years or older, it can go back with them as they deploy back to the States. Other countries too. We've sent cars to Australia. We've sent cars directly to the States before also. But the GDB is going to be a really popular one next. This one actually is already sold, and this one is already sold. Got a couple of fixer-uppers and got a couple of other pretty cool models that I want to introduce you guys to also, but not those kind of models, these kind of models. It sounded weird, so I had to address it. Right? Oh, that was stupid. All right, so again, the GC8 platform, man, we still have them. We're still selling them. We're still working on them. Most of our customers still have GC8s. However, a lot of the customers that are coming in that are going to be leaving within 2 or 3 years, right? Right now it's 2024. 2025, at the end of next year, the Bugeye STIs are already eligible to go back to the States. So we even have a customer, a friend who is interested in the Spec C, which is a 2002. So we're getting around that era where the Bugeye Blobeyes are going to be really popular. That's going to be, more people are going to be looking for those cars, asking us to get those in. We're doing exactly that in advance. Before we get asked, we're making sure that we have them in inventory already. So of course, as we're getting into the GDB era, you're going to start seeing more content about GDBs. You're going to start seeing engine builds on GDBs. And then with this video, we would like to kind of introduce the GDB and kind of talk about the differences, because that is one of the biggest differences when it comes to the Subaru platform. The GC8 era, right, the early Impreza, to the GDB platform, the 2000 in Japan, right, in the States, 02, but the 02 to 07, 2000 to 2007 era, in our opinion, is the biggest difference that Subaru made when it came to the platforms. Everything else, 16-bit ECU to 32-bit ECU, 6-speeds pretty much stay the same. EJ platforms, very similar, drive-by-wire, electronic throttle body, right, AVCS, things different like that, but for the most part. But let's go ahead and take a look at these cars. So of course, the next direct runner-up is the Bugeye. Every single Bugeye that you see on the lot, they're all what we call Heisei Juninen is the year, so 2000. It is a 2000, late 2000, like November, December. We'll be picking up a couple of 2001s, but Bugeyes, we get some like this one right here, need a little love. We got a couple body shops that we take them to that can make them look really nice, but the main thing is the rust factor and the mechanic aspect. As long as everything else is good, paint and stuff like that is not too bad. As you can see here, this is a Blobeye. This one here is an 03, this one's an 02. These ones will be getting full paint jobs. These ones right here is just kind of getting those cars in advance, because the earlier you buy them, depending on the condition, the cheaper that they can be also, right? Blobeyes are going to go up in price, but back to the Bugeyes. This one right here is pretty crazy. It's got like a Zero Sports bumper. It's got the Veris hood on there. It's got the over fenders. It's got Olin suspension. This one here is actually already sold. This one right here also, 2000. It's going to be like no GDBs on the streets, right? A lot of GC8s, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're going to start seeing some Bugeyes out here in Okinawa at least. It's going to be really cool. And then you're going to start seeing them back in the States too, right-hand drives with EJ207. So let's talk about the differences. All right, so the GC8 platforms are not tunable, right? The version 5.6, there are some programs that can tune that. We're kind of dabbling in that a little bit right now. But a lot of the customers are either getting aftermarket ECUs or they are doing the merge where they put this engine inside the older model. And the reason why is because these platforms are already tunable. They have a 16-bit ECU. You can reflash them with programs like called Carberry ROM, and it gives you anti-lag, launch control, flat foot shifting, dual mapping, all kinds of cool stuff. You've seen us mess with that in the videos in the past. If you haven't, we'll add a couple links like the legacy video that we just did with the wastegate, dual mapping on that one. Really cool platforms. It comes with a 6-speed, right? So the GC8 platforms never came with a 6-speed. You can put this 6-speed in a GC8, but factory, right? Comes with a 6-speed already and Brembo brakes, right? So to make a GC8 like in its glorious, like ultra Super Saiyan form, if you will, right? Just that over-the-top level, best of both worlds where you're taking GD parts inside of a GC8. Costs a lot of money nowadays because the GC8 itself, getting more rare, also are expensive cars. And then doing a full swap also is expensive. But yeah, so the GDB platform, starting off with the Bugeye. The Bugeye, I think, is mostly the looks. Not a lot of people are into the looks. It's one of those love-hate relationship type things. It's either you like them or you don't. But yeah, now let's check out this one right here, the one that you guys saw getting loaded off the truck. This is actually a Pro Drive model. This is pretty cool, right? Let's just line up the GDBs for the video, and then another GDB comes in. We have 2 more coming in also, right? So again, this is a platform that we're excited to get into. The EJ207 inside of the Bugeye came with forged pistons and AVCS already. Of course, 2.0, 6-speed, but the DCCD is not there. This is a non-DCCD 6-speed inside the Bugeye. Still got the Brembo brakes, really nice platform. The bumper's different. This portion of the grille is different. And it's got the roof scoop. Check this thing out. Watcha? Early 2002. This one's in early 2002. So yeah, we got 2000s, 2002, 2002, 2003. The biggest thing that I'm excited about when it comes to the GD platform is honestly doing things that we haven't been able to do in the GC8 platform, mainly because of budget. You can imagine if you're buying a GC8 and you're doing a 6-speed swap, EJ207, the building of the engine or anything unique to those setups are going to be years down the line, right? So we've done some pretty cool setups with even EJ207s inside GC8s, but you know, if someone gets this and they want to build the engine, they could do the 2.2 liter that we've talked about in the past. They can just straight up build the engine, rotated turbo setups, all kinds of cool stuff that you could do. Another really cool setup, we will have a video in the future about it, but there's a Blobeye STI that's running a 4.44 final drive. So it was an actual OEM option where you can actually change the final drive, stay 6-speed, but have a 4.44 final drive and get that really crazy acceleration. The car is the Gymkhana car, so we'll be able to get into more of building these engines and even pushing more the potential that they already have. Like, these setups are already good. Dylan had one of these engines inside of his GF8 with a 3076R, dual wastegate, 1300cc injectors, water methanol, HKS cams, all that good stuff. And that thing ripped. It was doing good. And the only reason why it failed is because he was doing rolling analog, rolling launch control. A little bit too aggressive, launching that thing at 2 bar. Rod said, bye-bye. Got a video on that too. Blobeye STIs. These 2 are Spec Cs. We got 2 more over there that are, that'll be fun to take you guys along the ride too, to show you what they were and then how we kind of bring them up to Okisubies spec, if you will. We don't want to sell the cars as is looking like that. We want the cars with the Okisubies stickers looking good out there. Customers happy, representing, not having to worry about body work, just go straight into the fun stuff. But yeah, guys, GDB platforms are here. All right, guys, we appreciate you. Very simple, right? Very simple breakdown, just kind of like an introduction, letting you guys know that there's going to be more content, more things that we're going to be doing with the GD platforms. Really excited. We're also going to start trying to get a little bit more cars like this one here, the rarer ones, the Spec Cs, and do a little bit more of the feature videos, show you guys what's so different about the little special models, right? I don't know if we'll be able to get an S203 in there for you guys. If there's anything that you guys want to see, anything that you guys want to know about the GDB platforms, post it in the comments, let us know, and we'll do what we can to make the videos. Super excited for this next season of the 2000 to 2007 GDB Impreza WRX STI. Thanks for watching. Excited for this new intro that I got to redo. Now it's going to be like, well, you may not like the front end of the Bugeyes. It's thanks, Tokyo-san. Our neighbor, good man over there, old man Tokyo-san. Still old and chopping them blocks. The Bugeye STI, trying to make it look aggressive instead of the round eyes. Little carbon fiber eyelids on there. That's kind of an old school thing. Looks cool.